Hello friends, myself Nimisha. Welcome to ACE Academy. Today we learn definition of polynomial. In mathematics, a polynomial is a mathematical expression consisting of variables and coefficients that involves only the operation of addition, subtraction, multiplication. All the exponents on the variable must be whole number, has a finite number of terms. It does not involve division by variable. It does not involve variable under radical sign. So there are some conditions for a mathematical expressions to be a polynomial. First condition is it consists of variable and coefficient. Second condition is it has finite number of terms. Third condition is it involves only the operation addition, subtraction and multiplication. Fourth condition is exponents on the variable should be whole number. Fifth condition is it does not involve division by variable. Sixth condition is it does not involve variable under radical sign. Let's see example of polynomial. P of x equal to 7. Here P of x is polynomial which is equal to 7. 7 can be written as 7 multiplied by x to the power 0. Here 7 is coefficient and x to the power 0, that is x is variable, which is equal to 7 because x to the power 0 is equal to 1. If we write 7 equal to 7x to the power 0, it does not change the meaning of this polynomial. Now it satisfies the conditions for a mathematical expression to be polynomial. It satisfies all these conditions. It satisfies the first condition that the polynomial consists of variable and coefficient. This polynomial p of x, it consists of coefficient, that is 7, and variable, that is x. It also has finite number of term. Here 7x to the power 0, which is equal to 7, it is a constant term and it is finite. Now it involves only the operation of multiplication, that is 7 is multiplied by x to the power 0. It also involves the next condition that exponent on the variable should be whole number. Here x to the power 0 is here. So here the exponent on the variable is whole number. 0 is whole number. Now next condition is that it does not involve division by variable. Here there is no any division by variable in this expression. Now it also satisfies the condition that it does not involve variable under radical sign. Here variable is x. It is not under radical sign. So it satisfies all the conditions for a mathematical expression to be a polynomial. Therefore, p of x equal to 7 is a polynomial. Now next example is p of x equal to x. So this mathematical expression also satisfies all the conditions to be a polynomial. Here p of x equal to x. X can be written as 1 multiplied by x, which does not change the meaning of this polynomial. Here 1 is coefficient and x is variable. So it satisfies first condition that it consists of variable and coefficient. It has finite number of term. Here 1x, that is x. Only one term is there, therefore it has finite term. It involves the operation of multiplication, that is 1 multiplied by x. Now here the exponent on the variable should be whole number. So it also satisfies this condition. There is here x means there is exponent 1, x to the power 1, which is whole number. It does not involve division by variable. Here there is no division by variable in this expression. It does not involve variable under radical sign. So here variable is not there under radical sign. So this is a mathematical expression which is a polynomial because it satisfies all the conditions. Let's see some more examples of polynomial. Here p of x equal to 3x plus 5. P of x is polynomial because it satisfies all the conditions for a mathematical expression to be a polynomial. Here it consists of variable and coefficient. 3 is coefficient here, x is variable. It satisfies second condition that it has a finite number of terms. Here there are two terms, 3x is first term and 5 is second term. So there are two terms which are finite. It satisfies third condition also. It involves only the operation of addition, subtraction and multiplication. It involves addition, operation and also multiplication, that is 3 is multiplied by x. It also satisfied fourth condition that exponent on the variable should be whole number. Here x is there means x to the power 1 is there, which is whole number. It also satisfies next condition that it does not involve division by variable. Here there is no any division by variable. Also it satisfies next condition, it does not involve variable under radical sign. Here variable is x and it does not under radical sign. So this p of x equal to 3x plus 5 is a polynomial. Next example is there p of x which is equal to 3x minus 7. So p of x equal to 3x minus 7 is also polynomial because it satisfies all the conditions for a mathematical expression to be polynomial. It satisfies first condition that it has variable and coefficient. Here 3 is coefficient, x is variable. It has finite term. There are two terms here, that is 3x and 7. 3x is first term, 7 is second term. It satisfies next condition that it involves only the operation addition, subtraction and multiplication. So there is operation multiplication, that is 3 multiplied by x, and second operation is subtraction here, which is separating two terms, that is 3x and 7. It also involves next condition that exponent on the variable should be whole number. Here there is x to the power 1, 3x means there is x to the power 1 here, so which is whole number. It also satisfies next condition that it does not involve division by variable. There is no division by variable here. Also it satisfies next condition that it does not involve variable under radical sign. So there is no radical sign here, means x is not under radical sign. Now next example is p of x is equal to 3x plus x upon 3 plus 2. This is also the example of polynomial because it satisfies all the condition here. That is, it satisfies first condition that it has variable and coefficient. Here 7 is coefficient and x is variable. Also satisfies second condition that it has finite number of term. Here there are three terms, 7x, second term is x upon 3, third term is 2. There are three terms, therefore there are finite terms here. It also involves third condition that it involves only the operation of addition, subtraction and multiplication. So there is addition operation here and also the operation of multiplication, that is 7 is multiplied by x. Here also this x is multiplied by 1 upon 3. There is multiplication between x and 1 upon 3. Now next condition is that exponent on the variable should be whole number. Here there is variable x and their power is 1 here, so which is whole number. Now it does not involve division by variable. Here there is no division by variable. It does not involve variable under radical sign. So there is no variable which is under radical sign. Let's see some more examples of polynomial. Here p of x is equal to 3x square plus 2x plus 5. So this is example of polynomial because it satisfies all the conditions for a mathematical expression to be a polynomial. It satisfies the first condition that it has variable and coefficient. Here variable is x and there are coefficients here. Here in first term there is coefficient 3 and x is variable here. In second term there is coefficient 2 and x is its variable here. 5 is constant term. So there are variable and coefficients also here. It also satisfies second condition that it has finite number of terms. So there are three terms, 3x square is first term, second term is 2x, third term is 5. So there are finite number of terms. It involves third condition also that there are operations, addition, subtraction and multiplication. So here 3 is multiplied by x square is first term, in second term 2 is multiplied by x. So there is multiplication operation and 3x square, 2x and 5 they are separated by addition operation. So it involves multiplication and addition operation. That also satisfies next condition that exponent on the variable should be whole number. So here there is x square. So 2 is whole number. Now in next term there is x to the power 1. 1 is also whole number. So it satisfies the next condition that exponent on the variable should be whole number. Now it also satisfies next condition that it does not involve division by variable. There is no division by variable here. Also it satisfies the last condition that it does not involve variable under radical sign. So there is no radical sign here. So The variable is not there under radical sign here. So it satisfies all the condition for a mathematical expression to be a polynomial. Therefore, p of x equal to 3x square plus 2x plus 5 is polynomial. The next example is px equal to 2x plus 1 upon x plus 2. So this mathematical expression is not an example of polynomial because it does not satisfy all the conditions for a mathematical expression to be a polynomial, because there is division by variable here. Here 1 is divided by x. But in case of polynomial, this 1 upon x is not a term there because it involves division by variable. Therefore, p of x equal to 2x plus 1 upon x plus 2 is not an example of polynomial. Next example is p of x is equal to 2 under root x plus 3. It is also not an example of polynomial because it does not satisfy all the conditions for a mathematical expression to be a polynomial. In case of polynomial, this 2 under root x is not a term here because it involves variable under radical sign. Here under root x is there. Therefore, 2 root x plus 3 is not an example of polynomial. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Please like and subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get more updates. Thanks for watching it.